Time to fly. Every little thing that you say I would do. Hung up on you. LS is a bit hung up on our guy Neace. Let's look into this. Let's do a little backstory. Let's kind of figure out where we're at today. Let me tell you all this. My starting off standpoint on this is that when I was just learning the game League of Legends, I was just getting started, and there was this really intense dude on YouTube posting new videos every single day of him coaching people that looked like they were my friends. They played like my friends. They played similar champs to my friends. They acted like my friends. He was coaching similar people, like they weren't children. They were, 30-year-old men that he was coaching. They were my age. They were similar to my skill level at League. They're a little better than me then because I was just learning. But this guy was Neace. And he had this amazing niche of coaching low elo clients. And making the videos that became extremely entertaining and became extremely highly watched. It was one of the most watched, consistent contents that was happening every single day that I could find for League of Legends that appealed to me as someone that was just learning the game. Like I had no interest whatsoever at that time in like professional play or like any of that nonsense. Or I didn't even really want like a goal like hitting Challenger was like, that was not my goal. That was never my goal. The goal at that time in my life was like, man, I wish I could play with my friends that have been playing this game for a few years without feeling like I'm like dragging them down. That was my goal. And so I'm watching this guy Neace every day, and I'm watching him coach these low elo clients. And there was this little bit of drama that happened with Neace because he was charging $250 for his coaching sessions. But here's what happened is our guy was in demand. He was in demand. He was making all of this content. I was so inspired by him from a content standpoint. And then aside from that, because of all of the success in the content, he was able to amplify his coaching business so that for it to be worth his time. Legitimately, he had clients. He was booked. He was charging $250 for the coaching sessions. And then what happened in the League drama, this is my memory of it, is so many people in the League of Legends community, which I was not a part of at all. I didn't even know who any of these players were. This was kind of my introduction to a lot of these larger streamers that were already like, pillars of the community. And they all just started like bashing Neace. The trending thing to do became to VOD review Neace's games where he's coaching a bronze player that's 30 years old, that is, probably ex-Air Force and now a millionaire. And they're taking this gripe that Neace has charged this man who's independently successful $250 for an hour of his coaching, and they're saying that it's never possibly worth it. That's just not worth it to have the coaching. And I think that there was a lot that those pillars of the League community didn't understand about the value we were getting from Neace and just the enjoyment and the fun that it was to watch him. And I really wanted a coaching session. And so what happened at the end of that is Neace was he literally just like left the community one day. The community abused him. They told him like, you're not one of us. You're not part of us. Everyone was hating on him all the time. It was viral to hate on Neace. And he was like, all right, kids, well, I'm going to go play somewhere else. If y'all don't want to play with me, I'm going to play somewhere else. He's got this extremely successful YouTube channel, over 1,000 uploads. He reposts a video saying, I'm not doing this anymore. He leaves. He has not been on the League of Legends scene since. I have not seen any content from him since until yesterday. So this guy Neace, he's been off the scene. He was kind of a big figure for non-professional players, people trying to learn the game. And then he like is abused by the community, fully leaves, takes a 3-year hiatus. He's now living in Dubai. He comes back and he has a YouTube video with one of the League of Legends commentators that was really hating on him at the time, that he had a personal relationship with. That he's like, why so much online hate? We've met in person. You've always been cool to me. I don't understand why I got so much online hate from you. And so that's what we're going to explore today. What was Neace doing? Was the hate warranted? And then where are we at today? Because I would stand to say that the community still misses Neace, that this is a niche that still is not completely been filled. And that his content resonated with a certain type of person that, there's just not quite content for at this moment. So Let's get into it. Let's take a look at some of this stuff without further ado. Let's dive into this. All right. This guy Neace. Let's try this even. If I just Google Neace, what comes up if I put Neace into the YouTube? Aha. So here's his YouTube channel, 314,000 subscribers. He's completely killing it. Here is the full debate. Here is him and LS going back and forth, which I watched yesterday. I've got a couple updates on this that are wild. Mid-Beast reacting to Neace struggling to clear jungle camps. Like, they're really... Neace exposes himself on stream. Nemesis reacts to Neace. Everyone's just, like, really trying to hate on Neace. Like, they're really giving him a hard time. Look, here's second account. League of Legends LOL coaching Neace, 108,000 subscribers. This guy was huge. This guy was going crazy. Look at this. There's this YouTube clip, fraud right on it. Like... Let's maybe start here, because this video gets referenced a few times in the video that we're going to get to, where LS and Neace are modern-day debating. But let's set the scene. This video is going to kind of set the scene for us. Let's watch just a bit of this.
Can you say, below this tweet, there are several...
What happened
appeared
here?
to be a doctored screenshot. And his response was basically, if you believe that my screenshot is fake, then you believe that the moon landing is fake.
That's a rough start. Neace was being attacked on all angles. Neace built his career off on coaching. That's not a good sentence, bro. During 2021, 2023, when I'm learning the game, his coaching would be scrutinized due to fake credentials and allegedly defrauding people. In Neace's words, this is where the haters would start coming. Faked credentials that's one of those claims, like, it's literally possible, but the only credential that ever mattered to me was that Neace was posting every day. He was reviewing all these people. He had positive reviews, or the reviews he collected, and his coaching resonated with me. It made sense to me as I was learning the game, and I could see how many people were watching it, so it resonated with me. I liked it.
And the problem with lying, if you don't know, if you want to be a good liar, you never make specific claims.
He's just a scammer, right? His entire TOS was wrong. We went over that, and...
This guy Tarzan that's talking right now is like one of the worst people to ever be on the League scene ever. One of the most toxic people to ever be on the League of Legends scene ever. And the fact that he built his platform tearing down Neace is crazy. Tarzan is the toxic one. Neace, like, looking back in this retrospect, Tarzan, who has now literally been banned from League, banned from the game. They said, you are toxic for our game and you can't play with our players anymore. Him attacking Neace is wild. That's where a lot of this started.
He scammed one of my viewers for $20.
I just looked through his social media on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, etc., and I found that, yeah, he had never actually hit Challenger on an end.
The only comments I made on this where I said that...
There's LS. There's the guy that just brought Neace back on to have a, you know, they call it a debate is how he framed it on his channel, but I think Neace was just trying to make good.
I'm emotionally uncomfortable with the amount, but that there's technically nothing wrong with what he's doing. I viewed it from both angles.
I'm a dumbass. It's like, no, you...
There's our guy Neace. That's who we're talking about today. This is our controversial character.
guys are just elitist assholes that know...
These guys are elitist assholes. I didn't know he was going to say that, but that resonates with me.
that don't want to teach lower elo players because you think you're better than them.
Facts.
A lot of very obvious photoshopping elements.
This guy's mannerisms as a human being are really odd. So the first thing he does is like degrade me, make a personal remark that isn't even true, by the way.
There's been a lot of negativity around what I do, and I wanted to take an opportunity to make a more official statement to my YouTube audience, just in case people might be swayed by this literal slander that has been going around.
A crazy amount of slander on our guy Neace.
Around my content and my business.
And it always like changed. That's the problem, is that the story always changed.
I legitimately think that they're better human beings than the people that are willing to pay for a coaching. And they think that they have some sort of say on what people should spend their money on.
Yeah.
See, this is not...
I'll tell you, I wanted to buy a coaching. I wanted a coaching. I'm mad that he quit because I wanted one. I don't mind the 250. Like I want to stream it. I want to stream it, bro. It would be sick. It would be so good for me. I would love it. I would be so much fun.
This is nothing he said so far is actually helpful, right?
People literally spend days of their life creating threads trying to destroy my business and what we've built here.
The problem is that
Okay. Let's look back at that one. TLDR, Neace has fake
People
credentials.
literally
Let's talk about that.
spend days of
Neace is a compulsive liar and fraud. League of Graphs shows pink rank, bro, photoshopped in Comic Sans.
their life creating
TLDR, Neace has false credentials and charges $300 per session. Uses DMCAs on videos, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is, that criticize him and has a massive, ginormous ego. Yeah, he's got an ego. I mean, he's freaking got 300,000 followers on YouTube. I mean, he's a huge character that then becomes very publicly attacked. And the place where we're just going to give Neace a little bit of grace because he was experiencing a lot of adversity is just in how he responded to some of the adversity he was experiencing from the community when the community was just bashing him from all sides. Like what is he supposed to do? So we're going to give Neace grace. I'm not going to say that his response to all of the hate he was receiving in the community was amazing, but nonetheless, the guy was going through a lot at this time. Later, we learned he was going through a literal divorce while the community is like just bagging on him. Like, guy's having a hard time, and I wish that the community would be standing up for him at this time in his life instead of just like tearing him down.
threads.
He has never hit challenger on NA, yet claims multi-role challenger. I mean, that's one of those claims that like it as a new player when I was watching these. I did not even know what Challenger was. Challenger is like the top 200 players in any given region. I didn't even know what that was. I don't know what that was like season 6, 7, 8 of League of Legends. I really don't know. I wasn't playing. I don't know what notifications he would have got. I don't know what things would have seemed like. But I think that he looked at where his elo was, the gains he had from his ranked games, and he said, yes, that is putting me in the top 200. And then he makes his claim. I don't think he ever got like the screen that said you've hit challenger. I don't even know that existed in those early seasons. Like, I'm not sure that's exactly how that worked. So I literally don't know. Let me just say I don't know, but he was around that elo. That can be proven. He was around it. Did he actually hit it? I'm not sure. Did that matter to the people he was coaching? I really don't think so. Did the community really, really want to bag on him for this false advertising and like just to rip him apart? Yeah, the community really wanted to create a whole gotcha moment for this guy that was being really successful in this moment.
Trying to destroy my business and what we've built here.
Why?
The problem is that he was selling his coaching under false pretenses.
So when I posted my screenshot to Twitter,
the problem was he was selling his coaching under false pretenses. Let me just tell you, the pretense, like his credentials on here of hitting challenger, like that mattered zero to me. As someone that was new, starting the game, like it meant nothing to me. He seemed like a rad dude that had a great understanding of the game, that had some cool experiences, and was creating this content empire. I thought this was awesome. I was inspired by this. I was extremely inspired is the word I was looking for. All right, that's maybe enough of the backstory of Neace. I don't want to go into like dragging, these things that are just dragging Neace, because that is very much not what I'm coming to do. Let's take a look at his actual YouTube video, or his actual YouTube for a second. 2 years ago, since everyone is pinging me about being unable to book, I'm taking a couple weeks off from coaching and streaming. Nothing to be alarmed about, just to restructure my schedule and things in preparation for some IRL schedule changes, and Mary's going to a night shift, so just wanted to break. Okay. Obviously, he literally quit right after that. So, I mean, there was a lot going on there. Why does this page look funny? Okay. And he posts this video, goodbye for now. 18 minutes, we won't watch all this. We'll get a taste. Let's see. Oh, sad music.
I wanted to make a video today to talk about my decision to stop streaming and making daily videos.
Man, that was sad to hear.
Obviously, if you followed my socials, If you've monitored the stuff that I've put out,
Come back, Neace.
I recently went through a divorce with my wife, Meredith.
crazy. That's
who
tough.
Is an incredibly huge part of not only my life, but of my content. You know, this has a lot of implications. It would be a natural extension for a lot of you guys to start assuming a lot of bad things. Some of those things,
The community loved
would
assuming bad
be,
things about Neace.
you know, whose fault is it? Did someone cheat? Did someone fuck up? Did Neace work too hard?
How sad that Neace even feels the need that he needs to address this to his wife or to the community about his wife. He needs to come on here and say, yeah, I'm getting a divorce, because people are going to drag him about it if he doesn't. And then people are going to start jumping to all these conclusions if he doesn't get ahead of them. That's just really sad that for this guy that's creating so much for the community, bringing so many new players to the community, which is what we desperately need. It's what we desperately need. And then the community's just not going to look out for him. They're just going to take every opportunity to drag him. That's the part of this that's really sad. Like the coaching claims, you can say, like, maybe he, like, the coaching claims, maybe he lied about Challenger. Like, past that fact, does that matter? Did the community treat him fairly for the amount that he contributed to it? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say the community was not fair to him.
Did Korea break him? There's
2 years ago, I didn't remember even that the divorce actually happened. I remember he was going through a rough spot with his wife. I don't remember that it actually created a divorce. And it's just so sad that he's built this incredible empire of videos and very cool coaching brand. He's so popular. He's beloved by many, even though there's so many haters. And, yeah, he's going through this divorce, and he feels like he has to justify this to these degenerate gamer incel noobs. Like, that's crazy.
a lot of ways that this could be taken. And in order to
You take your time, Neace.
start this video off the right way,
We need you. You don't need
I just want to
us.
say that I love
need
Meredith
you.
very, very much. And no one watching this channel would probably be watching this channel if not for her support and love throughout the entire creation of it. Sorry. And
Gosh, we don't even need to watch any more of that. It's just really sad. Neace is saying, I'm going through a divorce. I'm being dragged online. No one likes me here. I guess I'm going to move on. I guess I'm going to find a place where people actually like me. And so that's kind of the update that gets us to now. That gets us to our modern day backstory on Neace. That's kind of where he's been. That's my take on it as a low elo person that was learning the game when Neace was into the prime of his coaching. And yeah, that's my take. That gets us to today. And so LS, actually, all I have to do, I just have to search Neace because the video's right on top. LS versus Neace, full debate. The way this is framed, that we're gonna have a debate or whatever, and I'm gonna have my tax on you, but that's really not. I don't think that's how Neace saw it at all. I think they do have a moderator, Nickich, moderating, just to make sure that things go smoothly, make sure it's a safe space for everyone. I wouldn't hop on here with LS without a moderator because LS comes on with a lot of bad intentions. We're 3 years later. LS still wants to just sit here and drag Neace. He's done a full freaking research report of claims from years ago that he wants to bring back up to try to verify, to just kind of bash this guy years later. LS, why do you still have a vendetta against Neace? It has been years. You don't have any increased understanding of where Neace was coming from or why he reacted the way he did or why he did some of the things he did. You don't have any respect for the things this guy has built. Let's take a look.
Does it work? Does the audio work?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Oh, okay. All right, I fixed it. Where do we want to start?
And let me say this, LS is just so extremely established in the League community. Even though Neace built a larger following, I don't know. I mean, pretty similar, honestly. LS professionally with League of Legends is way more successful in like working in the pro scene, like literally working with Faker. Like he's been a commentator forever. That's my take on who this guy is.
Okay, let me paint a picture here for you guys. Like,
Even though Neace is older, LS was more established
we're here
earlier.
today because this started off with obviously you guys have had more things in your history, but in recent times, what brought it up was LS. You made the tweet to replying to Erica Knight on Twitter, where you mentioned the Neace 350 meme. Neace caught it, talked about how he platformed more $15 coaches.
Yeah.
Talked about what Max Waldo's experience as a coach.
So essentially, we're years later now. LS still is tweeting freaking hateful crap at Neace. He's still dragging Neace. Years later. He's still had onto this vendetta. He's still dragging Neace. Neace is just like, hey, bro, like, we just don't have to do this.
These DMs where I acknowledge the Korea trip is 2023, and then these tweets, which you didn't delete because you only deleted 2023,
that.
Where's
Before I
Neace start
say
talking?
anything that is abrasive or rude or taken that way, and I'm going to say things that are going to be taken that way, I want to be very clear to everybody here that Nick, like, my criticisms of what I'm talking about today, like, Nick has helped me out in the past. This isn't just like a full-on, like, I've always been the type of person.
Is Ellis's
where I
name
give
Nick,
credit
I guess?
where credit is due
His
to
actual name?
things. And I try, I'm certainly not perfect. I don't think anybody is. I try to give people their props. Like, I don't know if Nick's told you guys this, but like when I was real beginning, I don't know if you even remember this, Nick, but I came to Korea and Nick helped me. Like he didn't have to do that. And I was like, I was playing Gangplank back then or something.
I just want to play this because Neace starts off this conversation, he tries to start it on the brightest note. He's like, I just want to give you credit for all of the positive things you bring to the community. I want to give you credit for helping me. Like, I don't think you're a horrible person is kind of how Neace is just starting he wants to start this kind of, that's the temperature he wants to set.
And I skimmed his recent,
He's like, I don't hate you. I see you're dragging me online. It's been years. We had an actual personal connection where you helped me one time. I don't see why we're not friends years later and aren't just through this. That's his adult perspective on this. LS has maybe a slightly more childish take. He's a little bit younger.
Dive, and I saw that you mentioned Aurelion Soul Jungle, which I thought was funny because that's something that I'm still playing even now. I made Challenger last year in this goofy server in the Middle East, which I know isn't really a real server, but it was fun. So I stay.
Neace, you get credit for making Challenger, bro. Yeah, you're hitting Challenger because you're not doing the coaching. You're just focusing on yourself. You're living another business. You're not going through a divorce. It's hard to hit Challenger while you're literally going through a divorce. Let me give you like so much just props for not falling to iron when your personal life is crumbling around you and you're trying to grind League.
Yeah, I stay playing the game, and the reason I'm saying all this to you guys is because I don't think Nick is all bad, and it's going to come out that way in this conversation. I want to be very, very clear up front, out the gate, that I don't view Nick this way.
Doesn't.
The thing that the quality.
LS views Neace like he's like a demon, and so I just want to get that out of the way. Neace is going to come in. He's going to try to temperature set and try to just give LS grace for any of his shortcomings, and he's like pretty much like, I would just love grace for my shortcomings too. I'm obviously imperfect. A lot happened, right? LS has like screenshot after screenshot, like tab after tab that this guy has open, tweet after tweet that he just wants to make sure he addresses to just like drag Neace. He's pulling in like personal text message conversations that he has screenshotted and created freaking paint documents with to try to line up to make them look more like derogatory towards Neace. Like, it's wild. It's wild. He's like, there's this old beef where, I don't know, LS something, and Neace like said he didn't think LS was as good as he thought he was, and then he like, here's the tweet that he shows. Neace is like, he's like, hey, this guy's better than I thought he was. I take those comments back. We had a good discussion. I think we're chill now. I don't.
When I got
why is this guy
home from
dragging
Korea
me?
and you helped me out. Do you think that you changed my views? Do you think that I went home and was like, man, Nick was an asshole. He helped to give me a room. Like, do you understand that at the time that before we talked, I remember we had it out before I even went to Korea. We argued.
So there's a long
bitched at
history
each other
here,
or
obviously.
something. And when I went to
They
Korea,
met in person.
If I'm not mistaken, everything was cool. You helped me get a room.
I thought we were
didn't
cool.
have
You
to
were
do
cool
that.
to me. And then you show up
You
online
helped
dragging me all the
you know,
time.
set up a fucking shitty climb that I did not do a particularly good job at.
I'm just going through a divorce. It's all right. All right. Skip forward a little bit here. I just want to show the depth of the freaking like receipts that LS is trying to make Neace be accountable for. It's years later. Neace is like, he does not have to take accountability for this. He doesn't have to show back up in the space. If he's willing to hop on here for you to like boost up your stream and this becomes LS, this becomes your like hottest video that you're creating content out of, like, I don't know how you can invite Neace onto your show with such bad intentions. Like, if you're going to invite Neace on here to do a debate or whatever, like, Neace is not, like, I haven't seen it. Neace is not making content out of this. You are making content out of this. That doesn't make, like, he didn't come with a research report to freaking drag you through the mud of every old thing he used to say. Anyway, so look, here's just tab after tab after tab of like, different tweets Neace has done.
Dude, he's a brand new... You have done a
Tweet
very,
after
very good
tweet after
act
tweet
out
after
on
tweet
stuff.
after tweet.
Everybody that's been...
Librarian.
Neace calls him a librarian for keeping all these freaking tabs.
So you made this tweet a few days ago, said that
Like, I don't even know, like, half the things that LS shows, it is not even clear to me why he feels the need to bring these things up. He just really wants to, like, show what a wonderful person he's been to the community. And the problem is, it's not that you haven't been a good person to the League community, LS. It's that you dragged Neace. In this instance, you had a moment for potential growth that you decided not to take. Screenshot after screenshot, post after post, just wants to drag Neace. Here's a video that came out recently where LS is like, I don't talk derogatory about you. I don't talk derogatory about you. And then we watch it, and yeah, LS, this video came out like last month, and LS is just still dragging Neace. He's still dragging him. Why are you doing this? It doesn't make any sense. So this goes on. You can see Ellis is relatively composed here. He just keeps pulling up these, tries to make like, and he says like, come on, again, I was going through a lot. Here's what I was going through. Here's the claims that I made. Here's the stats that I had. Here's the viewership that I had. Like, what's this? Neace. I wish my fans were dumber humans like LS. Neace later in the thing, he's like, I don't like... Some of these things are just reactionary. If you want to pull up these receipts, like, yeah, there's a video of you dragging him, and then he comments that you're dumb for dragging him because you literally posted an hour-long reaction video dragging Neace's coaching. I don't feel bad. Like, that is not an egregious post when you are like putting your face and name and all of your viewers on like hate Neace train.
Yes, I did bring it up because that's what you appeal to. You appeal to the pro scene as some sort of like metric to apply to the fucking noobs in Noobland. They don't do that scene. It has nothing to do with the game for 99% of the people, and you know
True.
Wait one sec, guys. Wait one sec. LS, wait one sec, because this is getting a little bit. I could feel that you guys are a little bit more tense here.
So we're gonna get a little bit emotional all of a
Neace
sudden.
is mentioning I think Neace's main point with mentioning your coaching is that he's trying to say like this is what you're.
I don't want to talk about this.
You don't want to talk about the coaching.
No, I don't want to shit on his coaching thing. It's not my thing.
His coaching thing is related more to the high level and pro play and that kind of stuff. And you're saying, Neace, your coaching was related to the low elos and
bro. And I never made a coaching video. Was like, I'm gonna teach a pro how to fucking play. Dude, that's not my fucking lane.
Yeah.
But don't lord over this fucking T1 thing like you got hired as some fucking like you got hired as some sort of superstar coach that Faker's like on or it's like he's on.
LS takes a lot of offense to this, but he was never the coach of T1. T1 has a different coach. Like he was on the coaching staff of T1 momentarily for some period of time. I don't know the dates on this. I don't have those receipts. But that's LS is an extremely credentialed guy in the League of Legends community. This guy is extremely credentialed, works with Faker, knows Faker personally, probably has Faker's phone number, has moved to Korea to pursue professional League of Legends to the highest extent. So props to you, LS, for that. There's no reason to drag Neace, who's over in America, teaching these, wealthy 30-year-olds how to play League of Legends with their friends because we're now out of shape and League of Legends is a team sport we can play with our friends, and he's teaching us how to play. It was sweet. It was cool, and it's totally separate from LS min-maxing every single minor thing to Neace teaching people the fundamentals, how to have fun, and not even like a lowest fundamentals, but like fundamentals, not the extreme nuance of min-maxing every single level up and every single item buy and every single thing, but knowing when you have kill pressure, knowing when you should shove, knowing when you shouldn't shove. Like, come on.
Your jock or something. This shit's ridiculous, and it's old.
I had a 4-hour, I had a multi-hour long process in order to join T1, in which I had to go over VODs and drafts with Faker.
So what?
like okay, like Neace is he's not trying to talk about this. He's not trying to drag you. You are bringing the conversation in this direction. Neace keeps saying over and over again, he's like, I appreciate what you provide to the community. I appreciate what you provide to me. I'm not here to drag you. If you're going to start dragging me, I will like start dragging you back, because you do pull up tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet to try to drag him that he's just forced to respond to. Like, that was your whole goal here. Look at this. Look at this mess of fucking screenshots that LS pulls up. That these are personal text messages between LS and someone that used to work with Neace. And he just expects Neace to be totally accountable for this. He thinks that this is like the insider things about, oh, like this guy used to work with said that you were actually like not cool to work with or something and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, bro, you I guess my old employee was disgruntled. And you wanted to just drag me because of him. I don't, that this whole thing, LS, is so irrelevant. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. I don't know why you would show that up at all. Anyways, oh, what are you doing?
Wait, stop. Why do I?
It keeps going. It keeps going. Look, this is LS's screen we're seeing the whole time. Look at how many things look at all of these tabs. Look at how many things he has open and prepared to try to just like counter Neace with anything that he's going to have to say. Everything that Neace has done that's like the most egregious that he just wants to throw in his face years, literal years later. Like, my guy, holding on to a vendetta this long is really, really rough. So anyways, it's maybe at this point in the video that I'll say, when I was watching this yesterday, I started commenting. I couldn't help myself. Maybe I commented 3 times. I think I might have only commented 2 times because I only see 2 of my comments. But dig this. So the first one I wrote here, I go, LS, crazy high IQ. The guy's crazy intelligent. 0 emotional intelligence. Like, he was completely unable to pivot his story whatsoever to respond to Neace. He had this whole agenda of how he's going to drag Neace. And then when Neace comes on and he's like, hey, man, I'm just here to make cool. I want to be cool Fonzies with you. I respect you. I really wish you would respect me. And instead of like just giving Neace an ounce of credit for what he provided for the League community, LS just wants to go into drag him. Another screenshot, another claim. And so that's why I'm saying, LS, just no emotional intelligence. This guy's coming on here to make amends with you. He's doing it on your channel in front of your viewers. This is not a safe space for him because you have not made this a safe space. I just want to give Neace a lot of credit for that. And just drag after drag after drag. You came on here with really bad intentions. Like, you didn't, like, Neace came on here to make amends. LS came on here to prove why Neace is this horrible person that should have left the League community. And I just don't buy that. You didn't do a good job of proving that point. So I commented, I don't know why you entered into this convo in such bad faith with so much preparation to bring up old vitriol. You are remarkably similar humans to try to pretend you are so different. I didn't realize someone replied to this one. Let's see. W Neace burner. This is someone accusing me of being a Neace burner account, which is hilarious because I have so much content posted on my page. To call me a Neace burner is hilarious. This guy is at user-sp9po5qi9q is this guy's username, and he's calling me a Neace burner. That's hilarious. So I gotta respond to that right now. Sweet username, LOL. Like, this, you are on the burner, obviously. Like, this is a real account. You can look me up. This video probably posted on there later today. Okay, so that's what I commented on when I'm about at this point in the video. I keep on watching. Like, this keeps going. Like, and literally from this time until probably about this point in the video is just them talking in circles where Neace is saying, hey man, again, I don't care about the pro scene. I don't want to drag you. If you want to start pulling up all these things dragging me, I'm going to get spicy with you, but I don't want to drag you. I do not want to drag you. I'm here in good faith. I'm showing up on your stream. We're getting moderated by Nickich so that we can be cool. Like, come on.
Who arguably,
let's skip forward.
I probably have outranked for years and years and years. When you see some goober in a 1v20 Charlie Kirk video start bashing on Neace, Neace doesn't know anything. What would make you as LS go, you know what, dude, I don't think what you're saying to him is very fair. I think he's probably pretty good at the game. What?
Okay, so at this point, Neace is saying, so that's kind of what we get to. We talk in circles for a long time, and then Neace goes, all right, man, literally, what do I have to do to prove myself? Tell me what I have to do. Tell me what I have to do to prove myself. LS just wants to keep dragging him, but he's like if I need to prove myself to you, to the community, tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm living in Dubai. I'm challenger in Dubai. That's the best I can do here in my current life situations. Like, what do you want? What can I do to prove myself?
What would it take? Or not even pretty good at the game. Fuck that.
LS
what
gives
would it
him
take
nothing.
for you to be like, he's actually probably a decent coach. What do I have to change?
He is a decent
Did you
coach.
Watch my
He
videos?
helped me a lot.
I did. In fact, I have a tweet saying that I watched videos. I also have links to me watching your videos.
Okay, so then you probably have an answer.
So
to what I just asked.
I would answer it like this: if Nickich started coaching someone that's low MMR, even though he's my friend, I would likely end up saying that Nickich is not a good coach.
Okay, so again, what actionably? Give me an action, because I love you.
Tell me what I'm supposed to do.
You have a lot of word salad. I want actions. What does Neace need to do as a coach? What do I need to get better at? Give me some fucking coaching advice.
Actually,
what do you need me? What do you need me to
substance
fill?
material that you're trying to teach people about?
Okay.
Actually learn the substance material you're trying to teach people out. Bro, he's challenger. He's been playing the game since the beginning of the game. Like, Neace has a good understanding of the game, definitely good enough to teach fucking bronze and gold and me when I was learning the game. He's good enough to teach me now. I would love a coaching from Neace. Part of the impetus of me making this video is, man, I want a coaching session from Neace. I want it. I want it, bro. Come on.
Hey, what substance material do I lack? I've made. Let's.
I don't know if you say that.
Let's say that I've never ever in my life, even on Mina. Let's say that I've never made challenger. Let's say I've never made grandmaster, right? Let's say that I've only reached master, Mina. Right?
But it's not about rank. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, I know, and I know it's not about rank. So how can you say that I cannot articulate the concepts? And that there's thousands of videos. The only coach that's ever brought a stupid. You know what I bought, dude? I bought the stupid fucking Trustpilot.
This is a good point.
Thing
Trustpilot.
that all my clients can review. Do you know why I felt the need to buy that thing? Do you know how overpriced this stupid thing is?
He's paying all this money for
The reason that I bought
this.
the Trustpilot thing is so that my clients that paid could have a verifiable review, because I was getting review bombed.
Yep.
By people that were just mad that the prices were high.
Yep.
Right. So I'm asking you. I am referring to you as a coach, the fucking greatest, biggest, dickest coach in the land. I want to know what it takes for you to be satisfied with me as a coach. I want.
Let me talk to you. Let me give you all the respect. You are the biggest, dickest coach in the land. Tell me what I'm supposed to do to prove myself. Tell me this freaking arsenal of videos and freaking success stories and all of these positive reviews and all these people that want to work. Like, what would it take, bro? Come on.
Actionable stuff.
You're the biggest, dickest coach.
I'm just gonna pop in here.
What do I not know?
This is a difficult one because I think this is something very much like you watch somebody coach and you see how they go about it. And LS has done coaching. He's seen other coaches, and he could be able to compare in real time the concepts that you're talking about, how you're using them, how you're explaining it. I think this is very much like an assessment.
I don't think it is, because he spent.
But here's the thing: is like, if Ellis is comparing the guys that are coaching the challengers versus Neace who's coaching the low elos, or if Neace is even it's just such a different brand. Different coaching styles resonate with different people. So to say that one is better than the other is an elitist take. That's what I'm taking gripe with. That's why I'm having to react to this whole thing, is you're being so elitist on this.
No, I don't think this is difficult because he spent a lot of time collecting a lot of evidence.
At this point, look at the he's just starting to cry, bro. He's just getting so emotional. Look at it. Look at him.
No, because
he's going to lose it even more. The further this video goes,
in private.
he's just losing his mind on it.
You should feel disgusted.
But you're saying that you didn't want to
screenshots.
hurt me.
Oh, this is
Like what? Like these fucking screenshots from years ago. These are screenshots from 2023 that are personal texts that Neace has never seen. And LS, in these texts, you say mean ass shit to Neace. I don't know what kind of gotcha you're trying to get on Neace. Your comments in these texts are not acceptable.
This is a
Like, what
perfect
the fuck?
example of you as a person.
LS, I can't believe you're showing us these personal texts, because you should not be proud of what you have written here. Your contributions are not healthy.
You should feel disgusted that you even showing screenshots.
Neace, like you should feel disgusted that you're even showing screenshots. How is it years later and you're so immature that you just want to keep on dragging me? You like, I'm giving you so much credit. I'm calling you the biggest dickest coach. How can I just what does it take for me to have the credentials to exist in the space without receiving hate from you? Like, I'm just going to get hate from you as if I post coaching videos, I'm just going to get hate from you because you don't like me. Like, that's crazy. That's wild. You have hundreds of thousands of followers of gamer mean people that'll come and attack you. Like, what do you mean?
From years and years and years ago.
Years
Here
ago.
I am bridging the gap to speak to you.
Yes.
Because I always try to, because you constantly do little sneak disses and little aggro moves to provoke people, and then when they come back, you go, "Ha, bitch, gotcha." That's not interest in developing the coaching scene. You would see that I have a ton of influence over a lot of low elo players, and you'd say, like, man, I want to make this guy better at his job. That's not what you do.
That would be nice.
You try to hurt.
He does.
I try to remove
As you can see, and as even.
Oh man, I don't want to find it on here, but LS has this whole take where he wants to call Neace an invasive species in the league scene, saying that he is an outsider that's coming in to use up all of our resources and mess everything up. I would argue, LS, the exact opposite. I would say that the low elo scene is significantly higher skill because of Neace's videos. Significantly. That when I was learning the game and everyone's like bashing these golds and these irons and these bronzes, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm a smart, intelligent, successful 30-year-old dude trying to learn this game, and I'm like trapped in bronze. I'm like, this is so hard. This is so hard. I'm like, I'm focusing on this more than anything I ever focus on. There's so many like entire like weekends to entire like weeks I've taken off work where I've just played and grinded this game and just like lost in bronze and silver at this time in my life. And so the skill, like, it's not just a bunch of degenerate losers that are playing in bronze and silver that just don't understand the game at all. Everyone in my elo, everyone was watching Neace every day. And so when Neace has a new concept or tells you how to do something, if I didn't get the take from Neace, it would get abused in my game. If I didn't watch his video, someone would abuse the concept he was teaching to me in game, and I'd be like, oh, I see, he stacked a wave and shoved on me and dived on me as Garen, flashy ignite, ults, I'm dead, that's it. That Neace taught us that. Neace taught everyone that.
And even your viewers can see that I have sat here and given you tons of opportunities, tons of moments of praise.
True.
And look, dude, I
Tons.
tried to help you here. I tried to help you here.
Just skipping around, we've seen a lot of moments. I should go back to this share screen here. Just skipping around, we've seen a lot of moments where Neace is like, because I just skipped. I didn't cherry pick moments in here. I just skipped around to kind of give us a overview of this 2-hour freaking conversation they had, and yeah, it's wild. Neace gives you so much credit for so much. And so I don't understand why we're just continuing coming back to these screenshots to drag him.
And you're like, well, I don't have to do any of that. Like, I don't
It's
get
crazy.
it. But you know what? It's fine.
Extremely bad
If you would
faith
like
by
to-
ULS.
If you would like.
So Neace is about to wrap up here. He's pretty much said all that he has to say. LS wants to. LS is like, no, I want to show you how bad your coaching is. He tries to show this. Neace is like, no, I don't even know what they're trying to point out in this. LS is just trying to show screenshot after. He has the examples where he wants to show Neace he just wants to drag Neace. He's finding exactly what he can find to make Neace look as bad as he possibly can. And eventually Neace is like, all right, y'all, I'm in Dubai. It's late here. I have to move on with my life. I got to go on to the next things. Neace is so respectful. He goes, thank you both so much for your time. I really value your time. I respect that you've allowed me to come on here and speak my piece. And if we want to sync back up and kind of VOD review coaching sessions in the future, you know, I'm open to it. I'm open to it, he says. Like, and he does it all in such good faith. Neace signs off like about here, and then LS just wants to drag him for the next 20 minutes. He just wants to continue to drag him and be like, oh, I'm just so right, though. He doesn't have anything to say to this. It's like, he didn't want to address that. That stuff is years old. He just didn't want to address that. And so at this point in the comment here, I comment again. I'm like, all right. I honestly forgot why I've never enjoyed LS. And this convo reminded me that it was because he made these annoying elitist takes on Neace when I was watching his vids every day trying to climb out of bronze. That is my real life experience. Y'all, LS responded to me. This is why I have to address this. This is why LS, I've spent the last hour freaking reviewing all of this and just kind of like trying to build a cohesive narrative on like what has got us here. I honestly forgot why I've never enjoyed LS. This convo reminded me that it was because he made these annoying elitist takes on Neace when I was watching his vids every day trying to climb out of bronze. LS comments, you've commented 3 times in an hour. You self-admittedly have no issues with someone falsifying credentials, lying, and deceiving people. Bro, like, this lying and deceiving people, you just made the most manipulative screenshots you possibly could for the last 2 hours that I sat through. LS, this guy works with Faker. He comments to me. He goes, your perception on anything is meaningless as you're the type of person cults seek out. That is a wild take. That's crazy, especially because you can literally click on my profile and see who I am. Like, I post all kinds of content on here. You've commented 3 times an hour. You self-admittedly have no issues with someone falsifying credentials, lying, and deceiving people. Your perception on anything is meaningless as you're the type of person cults seek out. LS, that is an unhinged take. I have to comment back on this. Let me take my bit of credit. I did not expect LS to read these comments. There's 1,095 comments on here. I did not expect him to read this. When I'm writing these comments, I'm commenting to the community. I'm not commenting to LS. But the fact that he read it, like, let me take this bit of accountability. Truly, I did not expect you to read these comments, and I'm sorry because I can see you are emotionally involved with this topic. LS, I stand by that. That is a wild take. That is a wild take. And so, rather than dragging you in the comments, I wanted to come on here. I wanted to kind of give an overview of where I'm coming from and what's happened to get us here. And you're commenting that I'm the type of person a cult seeks out. My guy, I think you're emotionally involved with this one. I think that you probably have room for some growth in how you've addressed all of this. Let me come at this from a completely separate non-League of Legends stance on this. My guy, you have some growth over this whole situation to exhibit, and that would be really wise of you to take accountability for. It's really rare that you tell League of Legends players to take accountability because generally if you don't learn to take accountability, you cannot climb. Brother, you must take some accountability for this stuff. You really came on here with bad spirits, bad intentions. Like, Neace came on here trying to make the best of this, like trying to remedy a broken relationship. You two have met in person. He would like to be friends. Neace wants to see you at Worlds and be like, what the fuck is up, let's pound it, bro. It's been years. We've been through a lot together. We have all this shared history. Can't we just be on the other side of it? Like, as much as I'm on Neace's side on this one, Neace and LS are not unsimilar people. League of Legends, like, it brings this personality type together. And so, yeah, it's just pretty wild, y'all. In conclusion, we're at the hour here. I just wish Neace would come back. Neace, thank you for doing this. Thank you for giving us more insight to what was happening 2 years ago, 3 years ago when you just completely left the scene. Let me tell you, the scene has missed you. I have missed you. And I wish you would come back.